What's the word? What's the word? What's the mother word, man? Tap in, bro. Today, we talking about that boy Moneybagg Yo, big stepper, big speaker. Finesse2Tymes. Come here. Come here, sir. We need you front and center. Moneybagg Yo said he tired of all this, bro. It's off with your head. Finesse2Tymes this, man. Now I ain't gonna say it was a diss, it's just Finesse2Tymes. I'm pretty sure he was up in there talking about other people, but you know, hey, it's being centered around Finesse2Tymes. Y'all get in here, bruh. Like, comment, subscribe. Do that for your boy. Do that for your boy. Now, if you know and if you don't know, let me go on lace you up, man. Now, oh y'all want to see? Lace you up like a new pair of work shoes. You feel me? I done been working in these. You feel me? We can turn these into your work shoes. You know what? Anyways, hey, if you don't know and if you do know, let me lace you up, man. Now, Moneybagg Yo has took a nice little long hiatus from the rap game to where he wasn't really doing too much. I think the last time we heard about him is when he dropped the diss on the Big 30. I'm pretty sure Bag is put up to the point where he doesn't really have to rap anymore. And to see him come out with this fire and intensity, you know, I had to get on here and let y'all know what I thought about the situation. Now, Finesse2Tymes, bro, is one of those guys, dog, that, you know, from the time, well, let's go and take it back. Moneybagg Yo and Finesse2Tymes fell out when Finesse2Tymes dissed Dolph. R.I.P. to the GOAT, Big Flipper. You hear me? We're going to have to do a video on Big Flipper. You feel me? Because he deserves some justice on this channel because that big dog, you know what I'm saying? He done inspired everything in the trap. But I digress. Let's get back to the big stepper, big speaker. Now, it said that Moneybagg Yo and Finesse2Tymes got into it about the Dolph situation. If you don't know, do know. Let me go and lace you up. Finesse2Tymes, you know, was allegedly writing Moneybagg Yo's raps while he was in jail. He was sending raps to him and stuff like that. Because if you pay attention, their styles are similar. You feel me? It's just Finesse2Tymes run with different punchlines while, we runs with punchlines while Moneybagg Yo pretty much centers around, you know, what would you say? Trending topics, you feel me? Like, he's always one of the ones that's up on the latest thing being said or done. Finesse2Tymes, when the Yo Gotti situation popped off with Dolph, you feel me, felt that it was his, you know, place, regardless of how Moneybagg Yo felt about Dolph, he felt like it was his place to go out here and say this. And I tell you this straight up, what I know. I know this firsthand. Now, Moneybagg Yo and Dolph had a feature. He featured Dolph on the song. This took Moneybagg Yo to the next level. Moneybagg Yo used to be running with B.O. Lil Kenny. Shout out to the mob. Shout out to them boys. B.O. Lil Kenny them what had smoke with, you know, Yo Gotti them. When Dolph got the feature, gave Moneybagg Yo the feature, because from what I'm understanding, Moneybagg Yo didn't have to pay for it. Gave Bag the feature. Bag kind of blew up off of it, kind of betrayed. I won't say betrayed because at the end of the day, he a grown ass man. He chose to go sign with Yo Gotti, you know, regardless of how Young Dolph felt about the situation, or B.O. Lil Kenny, you know, felt about the situation. And maybe both of them could have felt betrayed at the time. I really don't know. But what I do know is when Dolph was saying all the cocaine music faggots, whatever, and stuff like that, you know, kind of going in on CMG and CMF, whatever you want to call them. Moneybagg Yo wasn't really mentioned a lot, you feel me? Or he stayed out of the, you know, back and forth while Black Youngster went full head of steam. And behind the scenes, bro, like Paper Route and CMG not as divided as everybody thinks, you feel me? That's why you don't see as much going on as you would think, you know, would be going on as far as, oh, you see him over here, but you also see him over here. Oh, something must be going on. No, it does. Some situations just don't work like that, bro. And I know that behind the scenes, bro, like certain people from PRE, you feel me, and certain people from, bad camp, whatever, like, are actually, cool with each other. Like, they might see each other in passing in other cities and, get with each other, you feel me, but never on camera, because it's one of those things where it can get sticky for a lot of, situations, and people don't want to be put in those peculiar situations because they got families to take care of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and a reputation to protect. But me personally, I wouldn't give a damn what nobody think about me, but I get why they feel a certain type of way. Now, when Finesse2Tymes messed that up, whatever, he ended up going back to jail, got out of jail, went and signed with Mob Ties. If I'm not mistaken, he was still signed to Bread Gang, anyway. You feel me? Like, yeah, he unless Bag let him out his contract. I don't really remember that part, but I do remember Bag was still making money off of him, when he was signed to Mob Ties, because he initially, or might not have ever, given him his rights back or to another company. Me personally, I wouldn't. Now, Finesse2Tymes, been saying that he hasn't been able to drop music, and the label is stopping him from dropping his albums. If y'all don't know how these record deals work out, whatever X amount of albums that you have to drop, like, the person that gave you the contract can pretty much deny those albums, if they're not living up to the expectations that they want. Released too quickly. It can be a lot of stipulations in it, and I don't know how each contract works. Maybe sometimes they do have to give an explanation, maybe all the time they do, but I can only imagine that sometimes or a lot of times they don't have to, give an explanation of why, the album is not acceptable, or, I would think they don't, but they should, because I would want to know how to improve my project. Don't just tell me it's not good enough. You feel me? Like, that's not gonna fly with me. You feel me? Cut the wings off on the cockroach. You feel me? It won't do no flying today. But yeah, it's unfortunate, bro, that these guys used to be cool with each other. You feel me? This and now. You got Moneybagg Yo, pretty much this Big 30. That was an ex person that he signed. This Finesse2Tymes, one of the people that he signed, but YTB Fat is one of those ones that is loyal and making kinfolk a lot of money. So maybe that's why he been chilling. And hey, I know I mentioned your name, Big Dog, said that is Memphis falling off, because we ain't heard from y'all in a minute. But Bag coming back with this, what I'm saying, he got the internet buzzing way more than the Big 30 situation, and I think it's because of the clout that Finesse2Tymes has around his name, as far as when it comes to the internet shit. So don't get it twisted. Y'all seeing Moneybagg Yo in the algorithm, and he dissing Finesse2Tymes and whatever the case may be, it's because a lot of people have been watching Finesse2Tymes, you feel me? And, shit, Moneybagg Yo dissing them. They want to see what it's about. Now, the problem, or let's just say, the thing that Finesse2Tymes need to work on is capitalizing off of this money. Either by stream, if you're gonna get money that way, but if I was streaming, I'd still drop a track too, you feel me? Like, your 15 minutes of fame, you never know when this might be up. It might turn into an hour of fame, but a lot of people get that 15 minutes of fame, and you can't put a clock on that, you feel me? So y'all get down in the comments, man, and let me know what y'all think about Moneybagg Yo. Y'all like how I ran down about Moneybagg Yo new track, this and that boy Finesse2Tymes. Y'all think he gonna respond, or y'all think he gonna keep streaming? Until then, I holla.